Another wonderful sponsor for the Jackson Center and the International Dialogues has been Impunity Watch. And of course, each year Impunity Watch conducts an essay contest. And so it is indeed my pleasure to introduce Youth Education Director at the Jackson Center, tremendous in taking the Jackson Center in so many different directions in youth education. And I will now turn the podium over to Drew Biter and his team for the essay contest winner. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone, and to our prosecutors and friends in the first couple rows. Once again, it's good to be with you, and what a gracious invitation again, David. My name is Drew Biter, and in addition to my duties at the Jackson Center, along with Lori Raybold, we co-founded the Summer Institute for Human Rights and Genocide Studies here in Buffalo, which is a 5-day program that not only exposes the world's problems to high school students, but gives them role models for inspiration and concrete tools to make a difference in the world. Our famous phrase is that we don't admire problems, we give kids and young people the tools to do something about it. So in other words, they're your cosmic grandchildren. And David knows that, and he knows that they are going to be carrying on not only your message of hope for the world and of international law, but of Jackson's. So in that spirit, we've trained over 250 students in the past 8 years. And David, you'll be pleased to know as our first speaker that the Summer Institutes have now spread to Rochester, to Albany, Lower Hudson Valley next year, and next year also to New York City. So we thank you for your faith in us as our first speaker, and to Greg Peterson for recommending you to us, which has been a blessing. We've also, as you know, created with David the I Am Syria program, and are poised now to be editing a book called Our Time Is Now, where our students are writing chapters on youth human rights defenders around the world. It's in that spirit that the Impunity Watch Summer Institute Essay Contest was created, and my colleague Lori Raybold will be introducing this year's winner. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Drew. Since the second year of our program, and thanks to the inspiration of our mentor and friend, Professor David Crane, our students have participated in the Impunity Watch Essay Contest. This year, in recognition of the 7th anniversary of the liberation of the concentration camps, the topic of the essay contest was The Legacy of Liberation, 1945 to Today, What You Do Matters. After narrowing down a group of approximately 25 student essays, we submitted the top 3 finalists to our friends at Impunity Watch. They selected a winner, Catherine Mills, from the Buffalo Academy of the Sacred Heart. Before presenting this award, I'd like to read you a brief excerpt from her essay, which was titled, Allowing the Lessons of Our Past to Liberate Our Future. She says, in order to liberate our future, younger generations must make an effort to learn from Holocaust survivors while they are still here to share their stories. The younger generation will be the teachers of the future generations and need to be passionate about saving the world from crimes against humanity. As a community, people must promote Holocaust education, especially by survivors. Those passionate about the need for effective Holocaust education in schools need to put pressure on school administrators and teachers. The time for improving Holocaust and genocide studies is now. The urgency of the matter cannot be stated more clearly. As teachers and administrators, people need to take an interest in contacting Holocaust survivors in order to expose students to their engaging and moving stories. There is also a great need for Holocaust studies to be appealing to young people and to endorse upstanding behavior. Teachers, administrators, members of community, and students alike are obliged to liberate themselves of passive attitudes when it comes to genocide education. There is no time like the present to prepare for the future of humanity. Excellent job, Catherine. Now, to present the award, I'd like to introduce the Editor-in-Chief of Impunity Watch, Mr. Kyle Herda.
Good morning. My name is Kyle Herda. I'm a third-year law student at Syracuse University College of Law and the Editor-in-Chief of Impunity Watch Law Journal. For those of you who do not know, Impunity Watch is both a law review and a news outlet, with an interactive website serving as our primary publication platform. The goal of our web-based presence is to immediately alert the world to impunity issues as they arise. Impunity Watch was created in 2007 through the efforts of a dedicated group of students and Professor David Crane, the founding chief prosecutor of the Special Court for Sierra Leone. The journal is now in its 9th year. Throughout this time, we have worked to provide unbiased, objective reporting on impunity issues throughout the world and continue to do so. We also aim to expose and examine human rights and impunity issues from a grassroots and academic perspective. To help further our mission, we collaborate with institutions. One of these collaborations is with Andrew Bider and the Summer Institute for Human Rights and Genocide Studies in Buffalo. Each year, Impunity Watch hosts an essay contest with the Summer Institute, and the winner has his or her essay published in Impunity Watch's annual review. This year, the theme of the contest was The Legacy of Liberation, 1945 to Today, What You Do Matters. The winner's essay exemplified this theme and highlighted that each individual may be empowered by personal talents as well as lessons from the past, and so each voice matters and can contribute to the liberation of tomorrow's future from today's problems. So please help me in congratulating Catherine Mills, this year's Impunity Watch Essay Contest winner.